This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, May 6, 2024. The title of this rant is Rising Waters and Air Pollution Will Drown Economic Development. So as the orange mango is monopolizing all the time on the air, the Washington Post had two interesting articles last week, basically in terms of one, air pollution, where they're saying that up to 40% of Americans right now, that's over 130 million people, are being affected by very bad unhealthy air all over the place. Now, what happens with that? People can't work as much because they get sick. Economic development slows down because things don't get done. They're saying that right now it's causing a 1.4 years decreases to the average person's lifespan. The EPA has come up with new policies. Hopefully that will correct that. That in 8 to 10 years, that would rise life expectancies up to maybe 6 years. But the thing is, it's not going to get better unless we take drastic action. And the same is true for rising waters. In another article in the Washington Post, it talked about different areas from the Texas Panhandle through, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, that there has been a 4 to 6 inch rise in waters on the shore from 1960 to about 2010. And then from 2010 to now, there's been another 4 to 6 inch rise in sea levels in that 12-year time period. And guess what? It is so dramatic, it is so dire that scientists don't even have a name for what they can describe how it is. So what has to happen is we need to have dramatic changes that need to go on. The U.S. as a country has a responsibility to protect the air that we breathe. The U.S. has a responsibility in protecting the the rising sea levels, which is causing havoc in terms of with ports, with housing, with industry, with roads, etc. And one of the big things about all this, and maybe one of the reasons why it's not talked about it enough, and why it's not being dealt with enough, is that up to 63% of this area is in predominantly black communities or communities of people of color. And the one thing I have to say is the United States must make drastic action to solve this problem. The United States, as the federal government, is the only one that can do this. They have to take the lead for this. And this has to be done by increasing assessments on wealthy individuals and on corporations. We want them to make money. We just don't want them to make enough so that we can make this stuff available so that we can protect people's lives, protect industry, protect roads, protect the air, etc. Now, the unfortunate thing is Republican policy has always been to decrease regulation and to decrease taxes on wealthy individuals and corporations. This is morally and spiritually a bankrupt policy. It always has been, and its effects are showing up all over the place right now. They will only make the problem worse. And again, I have to say this, the only way that this will work is to elect liberal Democrats, because they will work tirelessly in protecting the well-being of the average working American. So all I can say is elect liberal Democrats.